So, hello everyone. Today we will discuss shift versus caps lock of ABC 303. So, this is the problem. So, your computer has a keyboard with three keys: A key, shift key, and caps lock key. The caps lock key has a light on it. Initially, the light on the caps lock key is off, and the screen shows an empty string. So, let me explain the problem. What the question says that we have three keys, which is A, shift, and caps lock, right? And we have given corresponding times to type a. A is small, right? Take this in mind. This is small a, and shift and caps lock. It's clear, right? Now we have given the corresponding time which we needed to press the A key, which is denoted as X, then shift plus A, then caps lock. We have given this is Y, sorry, this is I guess Z, right? And this is Y, and this is A, right? So we have X time to print A, shift plus A. Uh, if we want to type shift plus A, we will get Y time, and if we want to type caps lock, we will take Z time. Now in the question, we will have given some strings which is comprises of A and capital A, right? This is the string. Any sort of these strings are given a combination of capital and small a, and we have to find what is the minimum time we needed to print this string, right? What are the options we have is we can type a, shift plus a, and caps lock, right? We all know that if we do shift plus a, we get the uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase in any scenario. Okay, caps lock means if caps lock is on, we will always get capital, means uppercase, or if it's off, we will get lowercase, right? So we know this. Now what we want is that we want the minimum time to print this string, any of the this sort string, right? So what we know that we have to go through the every possible way to print this string, then we have to compute what's the minimum for it, right? So in this type of problems in which we have go to every possible ways to print the string, we generally think of the DP, right? In which we will store the state in which we can store the previous answers and compute the rest answers, right? This can be easily done by the recursion. So let's try how we will solve it to DP. So let's assume that we have a DP state I and J. What this signifies? It it simply signifies that till I index till I index and J gives me the information about that the caps lock key is on or no. Means the caps lock key is either on or off, and it dpij gives the minimum amount of time to print the string till I index is given the j is either on or off. J is caps lock key, right? So if I store dpij, what I will get is if the caps lock key is on, we can make it either off or kept it on. If it is off, we can make it on. I hope you are getting what I want to say. That when I type something, right? I want to type my name is Aditya, Aditya, right? Up if I want the last to be capital, so either I can first on caps lock, then do A, or either I do shift plus A. In either way, I got the capital A, right? But what I want is to the minimum time to print the whole word Aditya, right? So we will go through the all states and find that in which sort of order we will get the minimum answer. Okay, so I will get through the code, you will get induce the transition which I will make through it, right? So yeah, this is the xyz. X means we will type a, y gives the time of shift plus a, z gives me the time for caps lock, right? It's clear. Now we will see the base case. Now think of base case of yourself, right? If I am the last index, right? Last index 2 has two options. Either it will be the capital A or it will be the small a. And it also have two options of either the caps lock key is on or caps lock key is off, right? These are the only possibilities. Either caps lock key will be on or it will be off. And the last index, we will have either capital A or a small a. So let's go through this. From the base case, we only get the idea what we have to do in the next steps in the computation part, right? So let's take that the index is last, right? I have marked that caps is 1. Now you can, what the DP state I have done is we have dp of n comma 2. 2 is for caps lock 0 if it is off, 1 if it is on, and 1 is 6 for the order indexes, right? So I am in the last index, I am saying the caps is 1. It means that caps lock is on. If caps lock is on and the last index is 1, so how can I get the last index? Either z plus x. What's z? What was z? A caps lock, then a e. I hope you can figure out what to say. That if I type z plus x, first I will make the caps lock off, then I will print the letter A, right? Or either I just simply type y, which is shift plus A, then I will get the A. In the same sense, I will get the capital A. I will just print x, मतलब just type x time to get the A letter, or either I just off the caps lock and then type y, right? This is the base cases. In the opposite case, if the caps is off, right, what the case I get you just type x means a or either z plus y, off the caps lock then shift plus a, or if it is capital A, I will off the caps lock and then capital A. I hope you are getting what I want to say. Caps is initially off in this case. I will get it on and print A. And Y, I hope you get it. This is storing part. If it is pre-computed transition, it will return with the answer. Right? Now, when I computing, I have two cases. Either the caps is 0 or the caps is 1. Either it is off or it is off. If it is off, it again has two things. Either it will be small a or it will be a capital A. Right? If it is small a, so I have two options. I will keep it x. X is just type A, and then I will pass on the helper function which will go to the next index as will make that the caps lock is still off. The second argument is giving information about the caps lock, right? Then the another solution which we get A is just make caps lock on and do shift plus A, right? So I will make caps lock on, do shift plus A, and make the caps lock on. I hope you understood the transition. The minimum of will be stored in dp of index of caps, right? Now same, if the s of index is capital A, what I will do is do shift plus A, right? And shift plus A initially caps is 0, so after that will be caps is 0 because I have not turned on the caps, right? In the next uh, argument I have on the caps lock, so here also I have on the caps lock, then I have stored the minimum answer out of both of them. If caps is 1, I have just did the same, you know what we have to do, and after the computation I will get the minimum answer. I hope you got how the transition came. If you just see, you just have to figure out that I have just stored of the caps which gives me either the caps is on and or off. But less or transition you will get by yourself that what can be happen. If you first write the base case, the computation part you will get by yourself, right? So let's check it works or not. So yeah, it works in sample case. Let's check it here. So yeah, initially did it, so it worked. Let's check it again. So yeah, it worked. Now, when you go through this question, you do it by yourself. So how the transition happen? I also suggest you to do some question based on it. There is one question on lead co. Wait, I guess. Yeah, this is the question. This is two key lead code. This also has the same idea, but you have to go through which transition you have to make and how we have to make the transition and how we'll get the optimal answer, right? So I recommend you to go through the question and type the code by yourself. Okay, thanks.